I explain you how can we make sprouts. Steps necessary to make sprouts of chana or any other seeds. We already discussed why we should eat sprouts. As I told, sprouts gives us nutrition, especially protein, and in previous class we discussed that air and water two are very much important for making sprout. I explained one activity in which we kept chana in three different bowls. In first one, chana only in water. In second, chana in damp wet clothes. And in third, only chana. In first, where chana is in the bowl of water, not germinated, not sprouted. In third, chana only in air, also not get sprout. But the chana which are in damp cloth get sprouted. It means air and water both are very much important for sprout. Today we'll discuss about the germination. I will explain you what is the germination and what are the conditions necessary for the germination. Before it, I would like to tell you about the how can we learn to plant seeds and to see its germination. Very simple method to plant seeds. Take a clay pot or a tin can with a wide mouth. Make a small hole at the bottom of the can. This small hole is just to drain water. Otherwise, there will be over water. Fill your can with soil. Put 4 or 5 seeds of the same kind in the soil and press them gently. You should not press by hardly. Different groups can plant different kinds of seeds. But right now you can do yourself. You can use mustard, that is sarson, methi, and til or dhania, coriander. Any seed which is available with you, you can do it. But you have to write, you make your observation by making this paper. You have to write your seed you choose and the date on which you planted the seeds, and start observing day by day. And in your observation, you have to see the height of the plant, number of leaves, and any other change. Here are 4 lines. You can make more lines to write your observation. And to find the height of a plant, use thread and then measure it on the scale. Don't use scale directly because the growth of plant not straight, it may be here and there. So it will be very easy for you to use thread, and that with the help of scale you can measure the length of thread. In this way you can find out the height. First date, second date, or alternate days you can write. And you have to find out how long did it take for the plant to come out from the seed. As all of you know that we plant the seed inside the soil. So definitely it will take time to come out from the soil. So you have to note down how long it takes, 1 day, 2 days, 5 days, 7 days, and what was the difference in the height of the plant on the first and second day. when the shoot system, which is above the soil, started coming out, then you have to find out the difference in between the height of the plants from the first day and second day. And you have to note down on which day did the height of the plant increase the most. This is very important. When the growth of plant becomes very fast. Did new leaves come out of the plant every day, or there is no leaves are coming out? You have to note down. And was there any change in the stem of the plant? Is stem becoming thicker and thicker or same? So you have to note down it. So then after conducting this experiment, note down the observation and then discuss with your friends which seeds look the most number of days for the stem to come out of the soil. Second, which seeds look the least days to come out of the soil. मतलब कौन सा सीड से प्लांट आने में ज्यादा दिन लग रहे हैं और किसमें कम समय लग रहा है, कम दिन लग रहे हैं. Which seeds did not grow at all. कौन से सीड बिल्कुल नहीं उगे हैं, उसमें से प्लांट नहीं आया है और क्यों नहीं आया है. कई कंडीशंस हो सकती हैं, वो हम आपको बाद में डिस्कस करेंगे कि प्लांट्स एक सीड्स को डेवलप होने में, जर्मिनेट होने में अगर उसकी सुटेबल कंडीशंस अवेलेबल नहीं है तो डेफिनेटली इट विल नॉट जर्मिनेट, उसमें से प्लांट बाहर नहीं निकलेगा. Did anyone's plant dry up or turn yellow? And why did this happen? Have you seen बेटे कि समटाइम क्या होता है कि किसी प्लांट की जो लीव्स है वो ड्राई हो जाती है, या क्या पूरा का पूरा प्लांट भी ड्राई हो जाता है या टर्न येलो हो जाता है. तो why does this happen? And what would happen if the plants do not get water? And you can do this experiment, watering the plant every day or take one more potted plant and do not water. So you will find out that the plant which is not getting water every day will finish. It will dry. It will completely dry. Okay, it will dry. So then think about it. This is very important thing. What is inside the seed? Seed के अंदर होता क्या है ना? And second thing, how does a big plant grow from a tiny seed? एक छोटे से बीज में कितने सारे प्लांट्स बनते हैं और एक छोटे से सीड से कितना बड़ा प्लांट बन जाता है. तो व्हाट इज इनसाइड द सीड? सो आई एम गिविंग यू दिस कि इनसाइड द सीड एवरी सीड कंटेन अ बेबी प्लांट. हर एक सीड के अंदर एक बेबी प्लांट होता है एंड इट विल स्टार्ट कमिंग आउट after getting suitable conditions to grow. So this is very important to understand. Now I am sharing you some videos related to it, and this is very important to know about the germination of seeds, because without germination, without knowing the essential condition for the germination, it is not easy to understand. So there are some conditions necessary for the germination of seeds, and these conditions may be different. Sometimes conditions are watering the plant every day. So air, water, suitable temperature, these are the conditions for the plants to germinate. Okay, so before video you can see this PPT, and in this PPT you can easily understand how seed start germinating. This is very important to learn. So just see beta, this is the germination of seeds, and observe it carefully. In the first picture only seed is there, but in second something happened. Embryo is coming out, and you can see in third picture there is a seed coat, and roots also started coming out and going downwards. Then you can see something above the soil, and cotyledon, its skin started breaking, seed coat removes, and in the fourth picture you can see some leaves are coming out, and in last picture you can see the shoot part. This is the shoot system which is above the ground, and this is the root system which is under the soil. So these two systems, root system and shoot system. But compare the first picture of a single seed and last picture with this tiny plant. You can see what happens. There are some steps, and after all the steps, then there is a complete picture of plant. So this is very important. Now you can easily understand what is germination. Actually, beta, it is a process by which a plant grows from a seed. When you when you provide suitable condition to a seed, then plant process by which a plant grows, and this process is called germination. It is the emergence of normal seedlings from the seed under ideal condition of light, temperature, moisture, oxygen, and nutrients. All of you know that better. Light, especially only sunlight, is very important for the plants to grow, because in presence of sunlight, photosynthesis takes place. Temperature, warmth is very important for the plants to grow. Moisture, oxygen, and nutrients we can provide by manure. So it is germination is emergence of radicle and plumule through seed coat. So understood the conditions necessary for the seed to germinate: light, water, moisture, oxygen, and nutrients. So these three conditions are very much important: water, air, and suitable temperature. You can also see one more picture, and in this way the germination takes place. Requirement for germination, one by one. The first one is water. Mature seeds have relatively little moisture to prevent decay. So moisture is very important, otherwise it will decay, it will finish. Seeds usually mature in fall. To germinate, seeds must to take in water. Uptake of water by seeds, and this is called imbitions. It leads to swelling and breaking of seed coat. So water is very much important. The roots absorb water from the soil, and then next the growth of the plant or process of the germination takes place. Oxygen. All of you know that oxygen is very much important for all human beings, all other animals, and it is important for the plants also. In place of oxygen, you can say there should be air. Oxygen in presence of enough moisture causes respiration to start, metabolism. Plants also respire. आप और हम भी respiration करते हैं. We have different system of respiration. We take oxygen through the nose and release carbon dioxide. Plants also Plants also exchange the gases, and this exchange of gases takes place through the leaves. And suitable temperature. Most seeds go through a cold period before germination. Temperature has prevent seeds from sprouting as soon as they mature, and most common annual vegetable have optimal germination temperature between 24 to 32 degrees Celsius. So this is very important to know about germination. So germination is very important. Without germination, we can't understood how plants grow. Now you can see one video related to germination, and this is the seed germination. Before this video, revise yourself: air, water, and temperature. These three are essential conditions for the seeds to grow. If we do not provide such, then there will be no growth of plant. So it is very important for the seeds to germinate. This is very important. Okay, now I am talking you about few more things. As you know that once seeds germinate and plant grow, then what happens? In your book, it is already given that there is some plants do not grow. Why they do not grow from the soil, from the seeds? They could not get sufficient oxygen, sufficient air, sufficient water, and suitable temperature. And one more reason, क्या होता है जब हम बहुत सारे सीड्स को डालते हैं सॉइल में एंड हमने सारे सीड्स एक ही जगह पे डाल दिए, तो बिकॉज ऑफ दिस ओवर क्राउडिंग देयर विल बी competition, and this competition will be for air, water, nutrients. So this competition does not allow all the seeds to grow. So that's why there should be a proper difference in between the seeds. If you you have a kitchen garden, so if you are putting some seeds here, to give a proper distance for the next seeds and then the next seed. Don't put all the seeds together. And second precautions for the germination of seed is कि in this second precaution, we should remove unhealthy seeds, because unhealthy seeds do not germinate. So, and how can you check which seed is healthy, which seed is unhealthy? I'm giving you this idea, very simple experiment you can do. Put all the seeds in water. So you will see that some of the seeds are floating on the surface and other seeds are, they dip inside it, they go down. So those are floating on the surface of water. They are floating on the surface, they are unhealthy seeds. So in this way you can remove unhealthy seeds before putting in the soil, before planting. So in this way, you can remove healthy and unhealthy seeds, you can separate. One more thing, provide all the essential conditions, those are necessary for the plants to disperse, for the plants to germinate. And you know that one more thing, in your kitchen garden you put number of seeds, but how seeds grow in jungle, in forest? And sometimes you see कि हमारे घर के आसपास भी कुछ पेड़ अपने आप उग जाते हैं, पीपल का पेड़ कहीं से भी आ जाता है. तो ये क्या रीजन रहता है, why this people tree is growing here and there? वहां पर कौन ने उसको जाके प्लांट किया है? तो बेटा, this is all because of seeds dispersal. Many agents are responsible for the dispersal of seeds, and these agents are air, water, and animals. Many seeds float on the surface of water, and suppose कई बार क्या होता है कि we are traveling in a train or bus and we are eating some fruits, and the seed of that fruit, once we finish the fruit and we throw the seed from the window outside, so after getting suitable condition, it starts grow. So we are responsible for the dispersal of seed. Sometimes when we throw some seeds, some birds, they eat that seed, and through their waste they remove some part of that seed, and then that seed start growing. It means gradually through their digestion that seed get that condition, once it set on the soil, it starts growing. Air is also very important factor for the dispersal of seed. So through the air, अभी कुछ दिन पहले आपने देखा होगा कि बहुत सारे सीड्स हवा में उड़ते हुए हमारे एरिया में आ रहे थे. It is all because this is the dispersal. They increase their volume to become light in weight, और इस तरीके से वो कई किलोमीटर की डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल कर लेते हैं, और in this way seed disperse, seed moves from one place to another place. So this was all about the seed dispersal. And when we start doing that activity, as I told you about, plant some seeds in your areas, in your kitchen garden, and once you plant that trees, plant that seed, take care of the seeds, Okay, so this was all about the seed dispersal. In next class, I will give you more about the dispersal of seeds, more about the germination of seeds, and we will discuss about some different types of seeds like insectivorous seeds. You know, is a quite different name, insectivorous. It means some plants eat insects. So why they eat insects and what is their process, we will discuss there. So end of this video. Sairam and thank you.